Hello and welcome back to episode 13 of Coaches Co-Creating with me, Amanda O'Rourke, a coactive business coach.
And me, Jasmine Navarro, a coactive transitional life coach. And today we're going to talk about balance again. We're going to do some techniques about balance and how important perspectives are in balance. So, Amanda, I guess the first thing we need to do is choose a topic. So what topic would you like to choose for us?
So I think we needed to choose a topic which we could involve the viewers in. So I think at the moment there's a topic that everybody is likely to have a perspective on, an opinion on, and that is COVID-19.
Right, okay.
So we're going to use that as the topic.
So what is your current perspective on COVID-19?
Okay, so it's quite a difficult one, isn't it? Because this has been a shifting time for a lot of us, and I suspect, like many people, my perspective on it has changed quite a lot. And I think my overriding feeling when it's, when that the whole topic comes up is uncertainty. Yes. Yeah, and I think it feels like we don't know what's going to happen, and that's
So uncertainty. And what does that represent for you, uncertainty?
I think it means that planning is difficult because you can't plan for the unforeseen. You can make make arrangements to cope with the unexpected, or that's what insurance is for, is to actually provide for those circumstances which nobody wants to occur. But I think when it comes to things where you don't know what sequence of events is going to be, then that becomes very difficult to manage.
So where in your body can you feel this, or what can you feel in your body when you're thinking of uncertainty?
Uncertainty for me is quite a stressful feeling, especially when it feels like it's not a good uncertainty. Because sometimes uncertainty can certainly be positive, I think, where you've got an exciting choice to make and it's uncertain.
Yeah.
So for me, this time it's much more a darker sort of feeling and a much more heavier feeling. So I'm feeling it probably in my shoulders, tension. That's where I usually carry my tension. Yeah.
And what else?
I just feel a bit sort of restricted as well. So there's a bit of here as well, and that's no sort of pun intended, because I didn't want to actually mention that, because obviously COVID's respiratory orientated.
Oh, yeah.
I do feel that kind of it's so sort of debilitating for everybody, and that's no disrespect meant to anybody who's had it or has lost people to it. But
what's the gift in having this perspective for you?
Oh gosh, that's a big question. Well, I guess it's everything's a lesson, right? I think every experience you have in life is there's an opportunity to learn something from it. And I think the whole idea of things being uncertain gives us an opportunity to be very grateful for the things that are certain right now. The gift to me is actually being grateful for the things that are good.
And what's the cost of that perspective?
Well, some probably might think it's naive, and they might think it's a very whimsical way of looking at it. But for me, the cost, I'm not sure there is one. Should there be? I don't know.
Have a think, and then we'll come back to you. Okay, so I think that's, so we just did a little bit of exploration about that perspective.
Okay, so we're going to switch it now to you. So we're going to ask you the same question. What's your current perspective on COVID-19?
It's funny, at the moment, at this exact moment, I would say bored. I feel bored.
Yeah, I totally get that, because I think that's a perspective a lot of us have held over the last few weeks. So where do you feel that in your body?
It's actually a similar place here. I think just bored is like, oh, not this again.
And even the way you said that suggests it's like heavy to you too. And
yeah.
And so
exactly.
the questions that you were asking was, the first question was, I can't remember what the first question was, sorry. We asked about, what's the gift? Was it, what's the gift?
Or what does this represent for me, maybe?
Okay.
This feeling.
Yeah, so that, yeah.
Actually, it turns into being trapped, which is, I think, what you said.
Yes.
Now I feel a bit trapped. I guess boredom, but then actually it's entrapment. Now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm realizing what it is. Now you're asking me those questions, I'm realizing it's not actually boredom, it's feeling trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the containment of it, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah.
Not just physical, but yeah. Because mentally you can get sort of, kind of trapped as well with the same thoughts about the same subject. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's what the beauty of balance coaching is, isn't it? Because it enables you to shift your perspective sometimes.
And be aware of what's happening in your body.
Yes. So what's the gift then of this perspective for you?
The gift is stopping, having the time to look within and really know, question myself, like ask myself, what do I really want out of life? Actually, what do I really want? Am I doing what I really want to do? Those kinds of difficult questions, I guess.
That's a big question, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah. Difficult questions. Yeah. That was the gift. Yeah.
Yeah. What about the cost of that perspective?
Cost could be too many questions and too much thinking.
Yeah.
Which could be a negative for me. Doing it too much. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, overthinking can be very sort of debilitating. It can actually paralyze you in terms of moving forward into action.
Exactly.
So,
I think it's time. I think it's time. So that's so interesting, though. We can continue next week, can't we, about how important awareness is of our perspectives.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in, if you're ready for a change, contact me on www.withnava.com.
And same with me, if you're a business owner and you're looking for some help with your strategy or with your stress control, my website is www.happycoach.co.uk.
Thank you so much and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.